Hello and welcome from Stockholm. Rainy, freezing, but very beautiful city. The center of Sweden, so the motherland of IKEA, ABBA and meatballs. If you are new to the channel, my name is Timothy. I'm 18, currently an expat in Amsterdam, studying business administration. I'm working in a startup. Also, I'm keen on entrepreneurship and Web3. Right now, strongly developing in product management. Usually, I'm hanging around Europe and Middle East with my girlfriend. Here, I share my thoughts and adventures. Now is the late November, so let's start this Scandinavian route. 4 days, 4 countries, 4 flights and 1 ferry. That will be super interesting. Just 10 days ago I returned from my trip to Portugal. So in a very short period I changed the place with 26 degrees, the place where is -3 degrees. Sweden is known of being one of the most expensive countries in the world. So first shop on my route. Price in euro just divided by 10. So for example, 3 euro per kilogram, bears around 4 euro per kilogram. Apples are for example cheaper than in Netherlands. I think the price of the lychee is a joke. Maybe you want to buy bio apples for 10 euros for kilogram, over 10 euros. I've been to this shop, so Hemkop. I think it's not the cheapest one, definitely. It's not the Lidl or the big chain. So the prices were very similar to the Dutch ones, and also milk is 2 times more expensive, but overall meat, cheese and more stuff is almost equal the prices you can find in Netherlands, so it's not that bad. Behind me is the first attraction on our route, so the Gustav Vasa Church. No, but after a couple of hours here, I'm the big fan of the Swedish road signs. I think they're just great design. I saw a hill and just thought, okay, let's climb it. And by accident, I found this space observatory or something interesting. It is literally the middle of Stockholm and they have the space observatory here. Maybe this observatory is not a very representative building, but the story behind it is very interesting. So as I said, we are on the hill, and this hill is part of the mountain range that the whole Stockholm is on. This building is a part of Swedish Academy of Science, so the same academy which gives the Nobel Prizes. And this observatory was set in 18th century and for famous scientists who worked inside it, so Linnaeus and the Celsius. Let's go further. The second attraction on our route, and it is church. And I don't know why, but almost every church in Stockholm is the same. It's not the big attraction, it's just the tunnel, but it's a tunnel for the cyclists and for pedestrians. So let's go inside. Unfortunately, Stockholm is somehow the big disappointment, because for me it is kind of very average city, average architecture, not very vibrant, nothing unique here, to be honest. I'm so surprised that another church is not white. I'm very impressed by the souvenir shops here in Stockholm. Like, of course, some of them sell like sell the Chinese sheet, but most of them sell very like well crafted local like stuff. Only if I had the money, I would buy a lot of things, especially for home. This is what I meant, so kind of the like folklore patterns, kind of rustic also. I think because, you know, we have to admit that the weather here is a pure tragedy. There is no lie in that. They just have interwoven the like coziness inside the culture. The Swedish design is so appealing, and people just like, you know, to be in the spaces created by like according to this design. To do that, so very in Scandinavia, and here we are. I'm a big fan of geography, so right now short geography lesson. For you it can be the normal stone, more like the rock, but it's not true. So it is a sign that here in Scandinavia was very big glacier, and the glacier just, you know, polished the rocks. So here especially, you know, in the southern Scandinavia, in Scania, because we are close to the Scania region, the glacier melted, and the very typical for Sweden type of coast of seashore was created.
It quickly turned out that the island is very interesting. I found forests, palaces, buildings and gardens. Everything very beautiful.
The main Stockholm is for me like, you know, nothing special, but this island and the nature, you know, and the rocks, yeah, it's amazing. Like, it is like the pure Scandinavia. Last attraction before going back to Gamla is the viewpoint. With the name I absolutely can't pronounce. I made it! I'm at the viewpoint. Behind me, beautiful Stockholm under the storm sky. On the top, and I feel I'm freezing. It's not a joke. Oh my god. Right now I'm back at the Gamla, so only 2 attractions left, so church and the royal palace, and that's it. Is the Stockholm doable during the one day? Of course it is, but you should, you know, avoid any museums because they are very time consuming. the last point of our route today, so the church, and surprisingly very different from other churches we saw today, so that's good. Of course it's closed as any other church here. Behind me is very different, but why? It is the only medieval church in the city of Stockholm. Also, it is the oldest building in the whole city, and it is the Royal Buried Church. Oh wow, now it's almost sunset, so the golden hour is starting. Wow, and the sky is just amazing. Thank you very much for being here, like very special moments, you know, beautiful sunset behind me. Fortunately weather is like amazing for the last hours here. So just to, you know, finish this stay in Sweden, short stay, let's do something interesting. So let's try the kanelbulle, something like that. It's traditional Swedish bun, the cinnamon bun, crunchy, sweet. Like a lot of cinnamon. It's not a pinch. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for now. See you in another video. Bye.